Welcome back to Ask Allison. Here's today's question. I've seen you talk on Instagram about niches that aren't niches. Is there a clear way to tell if a niche is a niche? So first, I'd like to thank TherapyNotes. They are the #1 rated electronic health record system available today. They are sponsoring Ask Allison. With live telephone support 7 days a week, it's clear why TherapyNotes is rated 4.9 out of 5 stars on Trustpilot and has a 5-star rating on Google. TherapyNotes makes billing, scheduling, note-taking, and telehealth incredibly easy, and they also offer e-prescribe. If you're coming from another EHR, TherapyNotes makes the transition super easy, importing your demographic data free of charge so you can get going right away. Find out what more than 100,000 mental health professionals already know. Use promo code ABUNDANT at therapynotes.com for 2 free months. So first, for anyone reticent about niching, I'm not going to do a whole lesson on that right now, but I do want you to know that having a niche helps you market 1,000 times easier, know where to network efficiently and effectively, helps you gain clarity for your practice, and also reduces the risk of burnout. It's super helpful in the building process and in the maintaining process, and it's also really good for your clients. But you're not stuck, which we'll talk about in a second. I think of niches as necessary to build at a reasonable pace for anyone and absolutely necessary for any private pay practices. Your niche, just to clear it up, your niche is the pain your clients feel as they define it right now, when they're first coming in to see you, not 5 sessions in. An example of a niche that isn't a niche is women in transition. I'm not talking about trans women in transition. I am talking about women in a life transition. This is the one I hear most commonly that is like not a real niche. Let's talk about why. If I'm in the midst of empty nesting, I am not going to resonate with website copy that's also written for people who are moving to a new city or getting divorced. I'm also not into super vague copy about being a woman in transition. Most of us have been in and out of several huge life transitions. And while sure, like going off to college helped me become more resilient, I wouldn't say that I ever related that back to the transition to becoming a mother. So if you're trying to market life transitions and you're struggling to get clients, it's because they don't see themselves the way you're describing them. So in all of life-changing transitions I've had, I have never been like, it's the transition, it's being a woman in transition, that's what's hard. I've been very specific in my head when it's been hard. I've thought moving is just hard, or I've never lived alone before, or wasn't there supposed to be a honeymoon period? Being married is harder than I thought it'd be. A lot of people will also try to define their niche by their modality. This is another error. EMDR is not a niche. Your modality is not a niche. There are clients looking for a particular modality, sure, but they're going to choose the therapist who uses that modality and describes the reason that they're coming to therapy, not the therapist who talks about all the benefits of the modality. Our clients want and need to see their own presenting concern described so that they know that you can help them, and it also helps them trust you. Another niche pitfall is describing your niche exclusively by demographic. For example, I work with kids, or I work with the LGBTQIA community. This is great. Like, both populations deserve great clinicians, but neither being a kid nor being a part of the LGBTQIA community are problems, right? Let's talk about kids. Working with kids can be super nebulous. Besides the drastically different age ranges, are the parents involved in treatment? Are you working primarily with the child or the parent? Are you working with teens, or are you working with elementary school age? So getting more specific demographically. But most importantly, being very clear about the problems that they're facing. Are these kids dealing with anxiety or trauma? Are they trying to fit their ADHD brain into a school where they have to sit all day? Why are they coming in? What's the struggle that they're facing? And when you're working with kids, you got to describe it for the kids. And you also have to describe how the parents experience it. If you love working with LGBTQIA folks, amazing. But what are they struggling with? Is it the coming out process? Is it that they're heartbroken after a breakup? Is it job burnout? Is it depression, anxiety? What's the problem that they're facing that they're coming into therapy for? Demographics are not monoliths, so narrowing down the people you do great work with is a service to them, as well as the people that you're not a great fit for. I would say 30 to 40% of my practice at any given point in time over the last 20 years has been clients outside of my niche. So I am not stuck just seeing my niche clientele all the time. Just because you market to one group doesn't mean that that's the only type of client you see. Having a niche can help you gain clarity on your website copy. It can help you build a referral network. And most of all, it can help you reach the people who need you. It sets you up as super competent, expert even, with this one population. And for whatever reason, even those outside of the population see you as more competent to help them with their struggle. So to sum it up, your niche is the specific reason that your clients are coming into therapy as they describe it before they see you for therapy. You can throw a demographic and a modality in there as long as you have their clear presenting concern in non-clinical words. But you know your niche is a niche if it is the problem as your clients describe it in that first phone call or that first session. Today's free worksheet is niche versus ideal client, so you can go a little deeper and make your marketing really laser sharp. You can message me the word sheets and I will get that worksheet to you. Awesome. I hope y'all have a really great day.